Hello everyone, my name is Devin, and thank you for tuning to my channel, Devin's Mastermind. So here's what I want to get into. I want to get into the 2025 of the college football world. As y'all know, college football is supposed to be changing. You're going to have it where you're just going to have an SEC and a Big Ten. You're going to have two big old leagues in 2025. Texas, Oklahoma moves to the SEC. I think North Carolina, Florida State supposed to be moving to the SEC. And then you got teams moving to the Big Ten, because how they're going to do this, they want 16 teams in one spot and 16 teams in another spot. In order for Notre Dame to even get a bid in the CFP, Notre Dame has to join, I think, a conference and not be in the independent. Because if they're in the independent, they got to be 4 or higher hours to go to the CFP. But if they're in a conference, hopefully that will get them in a better shape of not having to be, going 4 or 5 or being around that spot in the CFP. And next up, I want to get into, as y'all know, college football starts, so I'm hoping now everybody kicks a shoulder pass off of Alabama. And that was about it for that. And then I heard, I feel sad for Brittany Griner. That's some sad news right there, because as y'all know, she's been sentenced to 9 years in prison. So that's a hard thing to take, and hopefully she can come back to the USA and be home with us, because I know being there is rough. And yeah, and lastly, I wanted to say to all my friends, as y'all know, I'm not coming to school probably this whole month because I am in an MH, which is a mental hospital, as y'all know. So the thing is, I got to be there. But as y'all know, I'm still thinking about y'all, and I haven't forgot about a lot of things. Like, I haven't forgot about this because I know my friends Squish, Ryan, and all of them, and whoever else, Bryson, and whoever else, and Walker, and whoever else. As y'all know, y'all miss this dance, well, I'm going to give it to you. And next up, I want to do the salt shaker. Like that, okay. But I do it like.
Alright, everybody gotta have their own spin. I didn't know that they were gonna make it into.
I didn't either. That was my next question.
They're gonna do 2 conferences.
Not 2 leagues, because 2 leagues is Pro Bowl, is the NFL and the college football. They're not changing that for college football. They're changing it. And
so Pac-10 is gone, ACC is gone.
Pac-12 is gone, ACC gone.
It's just gonna be SEC and
Big
what?
12, and the Big 12 is gone, so it's gonna be SEC and Big 10.
Is it still gonna be 10 though? If they're gonna absorb everybody else, they're gonna need a name, right? Like 10.
Well, Pac-12 I think has more than 10.
Oh.
Well, they got like 12 or 14. Well, Pac-12 has 12 or 14, and then you got the Big 12. They only got 10. So it really doesn't matter what it is, though.
Do you know what's led to the decision of creating just these 2 different these 2 big conferences?
Now that I don't know, but as I knew this way before. They said you're supposed to have UCF, Cincinnati, BYU, Houston. They're joining the different conferences because they were all like in some no-name conferences, even though they became great teams of all that always played football. So either way, they're going to whatever the Big 12. I guess for a whole year in 2024. And then I knew Texas and Oklahoma, everybody knew that they were always going to move to the SEC in 2025.
That makes sense.
Now,
they play like Southern. They're Southern teams, so that makes sense. So, but by 2025, it's just going to be the SEC
and the Big Ten.
And that's for all college teams.
Yeah, that's for all college teams. That's what correctly for what I heard from my grandpa. He said, yeah, it's going to be 2 big conferences. Now, the thing is, we don't really know much about what the Pac-12 with USC, and UCLA, but they're looking to join that too, join the different conferences, even though they're in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know North Carolina and Florida State and Miami, Clemson, Florida State, Miami, and whoever else is supposed to be joining the SEC in 2025. So it's gonna be very different.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have to watch a few hours of ESPN soon, try to catch up.
Catch up on it.
And don't
I didn't
forget,
know that.
and also don't forget that Georgia-Oregon game comes on. Now, y'all, I'm gonna say this:
When is it? When they play?
they play next month. So either way, it's the first game of the season. Comes on the ABC, 3:30 ET.
Where they playing?
Oh, they playing at a dome.
Not here, not the one in Mercedes.
Yeah, they're playing at some kind of Dallas dome or something.
That makes sense in between, I guess, of sorts. Well, that'll be a big game, I'm sure.
Yeah. Either way, now Georgia fans, I just want to say this: don't be shocked if those Oregon Duckies come over there and beat y'all 26-17, and then y'all go on one. Don't be shocked, because you saw what Oregon did to Ohio State last year. You saw what happened there. Ohio State beat Oregon, the crap out of Oregon.
Now,
That's your prediction.
They just upset them. So my prediction is, if Oregon wins 26-17, if Georgia wins probably about a touchdown, if not a field goal. Either way, like I said, Oregon might win by 9.
Now, I'm not even a Dogs fan. I mean, go Dogs.
Me.
That's the hometown, but but
I'm alumni.
put that all aside. You really think them Duckies
The
going?
Duckies have been
I know they
way
got all
better.
that Nike apparel because they near the headquarters.
No,
and
but they've
whatnot.
been way better. They've been a great program. They went to the CFP.
But
Yeah,
isn't there
somewhere.
a reason that when it always comes to like the championship games, it's almost always an SEC team and or a Southern team like ACC? Don't we just play better football?
Of course, like
So how you gonna root for Oregon?
I want to root for Oregon because first of all, they play like an SEC team.
Oh.
Let me
think
tell you
that's
something.
what they do?
All those other teams play like midget teams.
Uh-uh.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Midgets.
And let me tell you something. Oregon has beaten Ohio State for the first time ever. Oregon has beaten Florida State when Jameis Winston one time had a play where he was going like this and going like this, and then the ball fell and then he fell down, and the Ducks scored a touchdown to make it 45-20. Even though in that game they won 59-20 in that game and dominated by 39. But either way, yeah, Oregon. You don't want to take Oregon lightly. You don't want to take them Ducks lightly. They're the mighty Fighting Ducks. They are not just the Oregon Ducks. They are the mighty Fighting Ducks.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch.
Me too.
You got me interested now. I'm gonna have to watch the game.
First game of the season gonna be whoever wins that game goes to the CFP. Who goes to the CFP? It's a game of whoever goes to the CFP because it's a high game. Then you got Notre Dame and Ohio State. Then you got Ohio State and Michigan. So you got all the big games coming here. Coming all around college football. College football is the way it is. That's why it's the best sport.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions?
No.
No, I'm
Yes,
good.
we heard it
Ah,
from
you
you.
told me already.
We'll follow up with it.
Okay.
I will be tuning
I'm gonna
in
look
for
at
that game,
Oregon
though. Just because of you. Because normally I wouldn't care, but because you gave me this prediction, I'm gonna have to go and watch. And
That's her homework.
yeah,
That's your homework. Your homework is to read over the Oregon Ducks.
okay.
And then you're going to come back to it later on?
Yeah, and talk to her. What did you learn about the Oregon Ducks? Did you learn that they won Did you learn that they never won a national championship, but they've been so close to it? Did you learn that they had the craziest Rose Bowl against Wisconsin twice?
You know what I do know is that they got some fly athletic gear because again they so close to the Nike.
Yeah, because Oregon, they green colors. I wish I could play for them
I do
because
like
I
their
would look
colors.
different too.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all right.
But I'm taking my dreams to
Yeah,
Dunkin'
Nike is
now.
just like fun to just give
Take
them
my
all the
drinks
nice
Dunkin'.
new stuff.
Okay.
No, not Dunkin' Donuts. I mean Dunkin' on the rim.
I got you. Basketball is what's next.
Basketball's what's next.
All right.
I'm gonna be a 6'6" guard.
All right then.
All right then. You're on your way.
Everybody say bye.
Bye.
I enjoy it. Learn something new every day.